Your sound is super important in any video production. There are certain enhancements you can do in post-production, but if you have bad sound to start with, it's really hard to get a good result. So invest in a good microphone. It's worth it. Use an external mic if possible. Built-in microphones in photo and video cameras won't be able to pick up your sound as well as an external microphone. You typically face two problems: low sound volumes and noise. Both issues are things you can work around easily with an external mic. Here are a few recommendations for you. The Blue Snowball. The Snowball is a great starter mic, and I've used mine for many years. By the way, a little tip on the side for this mic. Some models have a little problem with the plug in the back of the mic, where it's not working unless it's plugged in the right way. Turns out that plug that goes in the back of it fits two different ways, but only works one way. So once I figured that out, that was the problem, I simply resolved it by never taking that cable back out. So you can just put a little marker on it or just leave the cable in, but that's the trick to using it. My current mic I'm using right now is the Blue Yeti, and I'm actually recording with it right now. It's my go-to mic for all the recordings, and I find the quality better than the Snowball, and it's been a trusty companion for all my courses and YouTube videos. I even use it for my talking head videos, and I'm recording with it right now. I have it set up just below the line you can see here in the video. It's hanging out just below me, and that works really well. Another good choice is a lapel or lavalier mic, and they come in both wired and wireless models. Depending on what you're doing, a wireless or wired lapel mic can be really handy, especially if you're moving around a lot, because it's hard to carry Yeti around with you. There are a lot of choices, and here are my top 3 recommendations for you. Number 1 is a Sennheiser ME2. Second is a JK Mic J044, or third choice is a Rode SmartGlove Plus. They're all good mics, and it really depends on your voice what's best for you and your personal preferences. One thing though you want to watch for with those mics, make sure you buy one that the plug fits into your device you record into. You can record directly into your laptop, or you can record into an external device such as a smartphone. By the way, those are a little trickier with the plugs. Make sure you really watch for what you buy. Or you can record into an external recorder such as the Zoom HN4 or Zoom H1. Now before we finish this lecture, I want to leave you with a very critical tip when you're doing your secondary audio recording in addition to your video. Make sure you create a sync marker in the beginning of your recording so you can sync the track up later. I use a simple clap sync like this, and it gives me a high spike in my audio recording, and when I match those two recordings up, I can clearly see where that sync needs to happen.